Hello, and thank you for tuning into this Monday edition live from somewhere sunny and fun. I had an amazing vacation. We went and did some fun things, went to a fun place, had some great memories. I got a lot done that I needed to get done that I might not have had time to do while I was working too. And most importantly, I had time to rest and get rejuvenated, to get back to podcasting and back to living and coexisting in a beautiful world that I live in, to rejuvenate the star power. Today is another day and another opportunity for us to recognize our star power, for us to reflect where we've been and where we're going next on our stardom journey, and to love the reflection that we see. And I love my reflection even more because for my birthday present this year, it was a great birthday, by the way, I got my teeth whitened. And I'm super excited about that. It was such an incredible thing to do for a birthday present. It wasn't a cheap birthday present, but it was definitely worth it. And I'm definitely excited that I get to smile with teeth the shade that I wanted them to be. And now I feel better in my skin. So that was my birthday present, and that was me looking in the mirror, and now I love the reflection that I see when I brush my teeth with my new toothbrush. Today is an opportunity for you to start the day by saying, yes, I can. I said, yes, I could take a vacation, and I took one. It's also an opportunity for you to say, yes, you can learn how to play the flute, the violin, the cello, the clarinet, the piano, the drums, the bass, the guitar, a saxophone. My dad plays the saxophone. He's really good at it. I've never gotten into the saxophone, though. I think my best instrument probably was the flute or singing. Definitely singing, especially because of choir that I sing in now, too. But like instruments, I think I'd be okay with like a recorder and a flute, maybe even a clarinet. I think I could potentially be good at a guitar. I don't know about the piano because you guys know how I feel about my nails, but potentially I could be decent at the piano if I had a good instructor. But you could learn how to play the piano too. Maybe you want to start watching a sport you've never watched before, like lacrosse or baseball. It's definitely baseball season right now. Maybe you want to go to like basketball games. In some surprising news over the weekend, LeBron James has switched to the 76ers. So maybe you want to become a 76ers fan now instead of an LA Laker fan. I don't know how I'd go from Lakers to Sixers. I'm a Celtic fan, and I'll be a Celtic fan forever. I just love the team. I love the momentum. Totally in on it. I like Boston. I like Boston sports. We're Mets fans, though, but I don't mind going to, like, Red Sox games. But, yeah, like, I'm going to have to not go 76ers. I'm just not in it. But maybe you want to go on a vacation. Maybe you want to go to the airport and decide you want to go somewhere you've never gone before. Maybe you want to start looking at a new car. Maybe you want to move. Maybe you want to make a new best friend. Maybe you want to change your major at school. Maybe you want to change where you live. Maybe you want to change your favorite color, or you're sick of your hairstyle and you're ready to dye it black or blonde or orange or green or purple or whatever color you want. I mean, there's a lot of colors in the rainbow that you could do. Now, and if you have a real job, you can't really do rainbow colors, but you know, as long as you get approval, have fun. Every day is an opportunity to say, yes, you can. Following the idea of yes, you can is the idea of never giving up. Now, we know life is difficult and bad things happen to good people, but regardless of the bad things happening to good people, we have to get through them. We have to persevere through difficulty, because if we don't persevere through difficulty, we're going to be what? Stuck in it. That's the idea of never giving up. Now, bad things do happen a lot. We can't prevent it or stop it. It just happens. It's recognizing that bad things may potentially happen. Good things might happen. Or maybe you're sick of doing something on repeat and you want to try something new. I try to say positive things to everybody in my family, especially my husband and our family members and our parents. I try to be the beacon of hope even when it feels like you can't be that person. A lot of bad things has happened to me. but also a lot of good things have happened to me. I am truly blessed. And even though I could relish in difficulty and dismay and feeling like the entire world stopped and just be miserable, I try to look forward. I'm not sure who I heard say this. I believe it was some sort of famous person or a celebrity or something. And I've been just repeating it to myself. Maybe it was Father Mike on Hollow, or one of the people that does the prayers. I listen to so many prayers every day. Maybe it was one of them potentially, but you can't look forward facing behind. You cannot get stuck in the past. Just because something didn't work out for me 5 years, 10 years ago, whatever years ago, just because maybe it took me on my journey to longer to figure it out, doesn't mean it's over. It just means I had to go down a different road. Sometimes things are different, and sometimes things are not easy. Maybe you need to fight for what you really wanted. Maybe you have to do things differently. Maybe you have to end something that is not working. That could be the case. The idea is to never give up, is to recognize the doctors, the nurses, the EMTs, the firefighters, the police officers, the Army Reserve, the National Guard, the Marines, the Navy, the Air Force, and the countless others that sacrifice to protect us. And when I'm reminded about the greatness of those men and women, the army bases around the entire world and galaxy in my eyes, I'm reminded that I have a reason not to give up. And my reason not to give up is because we have to fight together. When I hear our patriotic song for the country that I reside in, I get teary-eyed. When I see the colors of my flag, I'm reminded how important it is to love who you are and where you come from. We have to fight together, because if we do not fight together, we're going to lose together. And we have something to fight for: humanity, ourselves, our families, and what means something to us. You are not alone, even if you feel like you are alone, because God is always there. He is always omnipresent. And I'd like to think so are we. As stars, our light is an illumination that never ends and is always there, sort of like an omnipresent light. And we need to remember that every day when we get into that dark point, to not let that cloud our judgment. But moving on from never giving up, we move into the idea of why not today. If you put your life on the back burner and you say you're going to do things and then you never do them, are you going to do them? How long can you continue to put off today for tomorrow? If you're not 5 to 10 steps ahead, then you're 5 to 20 steps behind. How long can you say at some point I'm going to do it? How long can you say I'm going to get to it? I'm going to respond to the text message. I'm going to get more involved at work. I'm going to do these things. What happens when your life is on the back burner? When you don't schedule things, when you don't organize your life, when you don't utilize a calendar, whether it be on your phone or on the wall, when you don't get things done and you continuously just put shit off, when you don't organize. And I know some people, they like to live in a moment and they like to live carefree, and that's great. I kind of like that too. But I also like planning. I like making appointments. I like setting appointments. I like to know what's going to happen. When you go to the doctor, it's important to set the appointment for a year later. I did get a chance to go for my primary care yearly appointment, and I had a great appointment. The doctor said I was doing great. I told her about, what we're going to be doing with our fertility treatments and everything going on with that. And I will be talking to you guys about what's going to happen with that on the tea part of the conversation. So I'm not going to ruin that now. But if you don't plan your appointments ahead, like the doctor and even ordering a pizza, and you just wait to get there and then order it. If you drive to the pizza spot and then order the pizza in the car, you're going to have to wait for it, right? If you're going to pick a pizza up, order it at home and then drive and go get it, or DoorDash or Uber it, right? Like, plan effectively. Like, if you know you need to go somewhere, be aware of what time you need to get up to get to that point on time. Because if you do not plan like this and you continuously push off the day for tomorrow, I'm pretty sure nothing will happen correctly. Putting off today for tomorrow and being slow about everything isn't going to lead you anywhere. We can't buy time, control it, or stop it, so we have to find a way to live in it. That is the idea of Why Not Today. This is not a movie like Quiet Place 5 or Invasion of the Body Snatchers or Terminator or anything like that. Like, dude, if we don't make good, decent decisions and we don't get things done effectively, they aren't going to get done. We need to be aware of what I just said. And I can tell you things are going to get done because I've witnessed it. I've witnessed other people do it. I've witnessed myself do it. We all get to that point. Oh, I'm going to get to that at some point. I'm going to respond to that message. I'm going to look at this. I'm going to do that. I'm going to move that crap out the closet. I've been saying that for a week. So you know what? On Friday, whatever day, maybe it was the week or the week before that, I took the time to go through the closet and I cleaned it. I cleaned up the entire house. The shit I didn't need, I threw it in the garbage. We've talked about it. I'm not leaving off tomorrow. I always tell people I love them. I always just say things. I don't want to wait. I tell my family members, my nieces and my nephew how much they mean. And I want to incite that same foresight into my own children, God willing, to always tell people you love them when you can, because no day is promised. We don't know if we're going to wake up tomorrow. That's the idea of Why Not Today. Get things done with the availability that you have, because if you don't do that, it could potentially be gone. Moving on from the mantra, let's get to the tea of the day. Sipping the tea, sipping the tea, sipping the tea for you and me, sipping the tea. So, it's been a battle with polycystic ovary syndrome, getting over it, trying to figure out fertility, trying to figure out if it was even possible for me to have kids. Because once basically you get told you have polycystic ovary syndrome, basically it's going to be extremely difficult to do it, or it's not easy. But for some reason, God made it that I'm completely done with that. But even though it ended and I became fertile and I had normal cycles and everything, it still wasn't necessarily easy. Now, I'm not sure if this happened. It could have just been random. I don't know if the COVID shots helped or didn't help with it. The doctor said there's no real reason for it. But I have good news. Me and Skip are going to be doing artificial insemination, IUI. We're going to be doing 3 cycles of that, and hopefully the first cycle works, God willing. Everybody pray for me, okay? Pray for us. I'm hoping that we are able to start our family. We want to bring a new life into the world in 2027, and we're excited about that process happening. And we're excited to move to one of these amazing towns in our state, and we're excited to build a foundation for our child to grow up in, and our nephews and our nieces. It took me a long time to get to the point of realizing I'm going to be a mom. And that's what I want to talk about on today's tea. Sipping the tea, sipping the tea, sipping the tea for you and me, sipping the tea. So the tea is, I'm going to try twinning English tea, because that's what I gave my mom for her birthday this week, and I didn't get to try it, but I'm gonna buy it for myself and then try it. Boom. Yeah, because it was a gift, so I'll just re-gift it to myself. I can do that, can't I? I'm going to. So we're gonna try twinning black tea. I don't really know what this tastes like, but we're gonna find out. And I can't drink coffee anymore, by the way. I'm just gonna tell you guys that on the tea. The tea talk is: go for everything and never stop. Never let yourself limit what you're doing. Just go for all of it. I convinced myself I was never going to have kids. It was never going to happen for me. I was just going to be sad forever. And I was going to potentially end up being a kitty lady or a dog lady. and I was just going to be depressed for the rest of my life. Now, luckily, I'm married to a man that doesn't care about any of that. He just loves me for who I am. So I'm very blessed in that way. He doesn't care about any materialistic shit. Now, of course, I'm married to a pretty boy. So he is a Balenciaga, Ferragamo, Fendi. He's more of a Fendi, Alexander McQueen, Dior boy. He fucks around with Gucci slides and a bunch of other designer shit. I'm married to a designer dude. Like, and the shit that he wears is like exquisite. I mean, he has shirts that cost like $1,000 and shit. And I mean, I have some bags that cost like $1,700 or whatever. But his glam game is on fire. I will say that my shade game is on fire right now. And he does wear some of my... We switch and swap sometime with the shades. I have a bunch of Louis Vuittons and stuff. And he likes Hermes. So he's got a lot of Hermes. And he's got a lot of Fendi. Those two are his favorite styles. But instead of us waiting to enjoy our lives and be like people that are just going to save up their money till they fucking get old and then spend all their money on retirement. Now, we're going to be fine with our retirement and our portfolio and our 401k, but we're living in the moment. Yo, we're going on vacations, bro, right? We're having fun. We're eating what the fuck we want. We're wearing designer things because we can, and we're not sorry about it. Like, we're online looking for designer shit every day, basically, and we're having fun doing it. And finding shirts with friends on it that are $200, maybe they're not worth $200, but if the friend is cute enough, we might just buy it anyway. He literally made a shirt with Benny on it, and I love it. It's so awesome. But that's not the point. The point is, chase everything. And I've said this before. Did I think I'd be on the phone with you talking about the fact that we're going to start RUI and I'm likely going to be a mom at some point? No. Now, my husband's saying it's boring because I have a prediction that when the baby comes, he is not really going to be like an exceptional dad because he's already admitting he's not going to be an exceptional dad. He's already got his playbook out with who he's picking for fantasy, which is inappropriate when we're talking about going into labor.
Figure out baseball tonight.
That's not appropriate at a hospital with a baby coming. Oh my God. You see, I'm not even kidding with you. This is literally my life, dudes. Like, he is legitimately, like, a child is going to be in the room and he's going to be like, get out of the way of the TV, the Mets are playing. Like, that's him. Or, get out of the way, football's on. Like, or soccer, or whatever the fuck, golf.
Clearly, we can't use DoorDash, right? Because somebody got a little busy.
What you mean?
Well, when you're delivering the child, I'm going to have to figure out something else for dinner because you're a little preoccupied.
You can totally get the DoorDash on your own. What the fuck do I have to do with that? Oh, you're saying I can't get DoorDash because I'll be breastfeeding? Oh my God. He's so annoying. He's definitely going to be the dad. So what kind of milk is the baby going to drink? Because I'm not sharing it. Like, I feel like I'm going to hear a lot of that. But I'm excited about becoming a parent. And I'm excited that we're people that just kind of just go with the flow. And we're just living our life unapologetically. And I think that I kind of want 5, but maybe 3 is better than 5. 5's kind of a lot. But I'm thinking 4. If God gives me what I want 3 boys and 1 girl. 1 girl. I can't tolerate myself like more than one time. I think I'd probably go nuts. And I don't think my husband can handle a girl either because I've heard the comments he's made to his own sister and I'm concerned. Even the comments he's made to our nieces, like, but I'm excited about it. So, I have to do an injection, and we're working on ordering that, and then we have to make the appointment for the artificial insemination. He's coming to the appointment with me. He doesn't know that yet, but he is.
I'm not.
He is. Okay, he's not. I don't know. I don't really know if he needs to come. But he will be there when the baby comes. Hopefully. It's not sounding like he wants to be there during that. I don't think it's appropriate that your husband has a lineup during delivery. But we'll see what happens. But anyways, I'm very excited about us becoming parents soon. And hopefully everybody else is excited about having kids at some point one day too. Or just adopting dogs, because probably dogs are easier. Why you don't want to talk about kids? Okay, but moving on past that, let's get to the main part of this conversation on this Monday. Where does jealousy lead? To nowhere. When I recognize that people are jealous and envious of people, it just makes me want to laugh. Because jealousy is a pathetic trait. You shouldn't be so desperate that you get jealous of people. Jealous of what? People do things differently, or people might have something that you don't have, but you don't have to have a jealous trait. If you want something to be yours, then make it yours. If you want to accomplish something or achieve it, then do that. Instead of being jealous about it, find a way to be successful about it. I've said this before. Why can't you achieve a goal and succeed at something versus failing at it? Like, why is this momentum where failing is better? Why? I'm not sure it is. I honestly think that envy and jealousy are bad traits, and they don't make you look good. They make you look pathetic. And you shouldn't waste your time. You shouldn't waste your energy. And you shouldn't waste any moment being jealous or envious about shit. If you see somebody with a car and you want it, get the car, right? For instance, I saw this blue Range Rover, and we were driving somewhere. It was in town, and where were we going when I saw that Range Rover?
No idea.
Remember the blue one?
Yeah, I don't remember.
Where were we going? Were we getting off the highway or getting on it? Oh my God, your memory is not useful sometimes. But okay. So I think we were in town, and I saw this blue Range Rover. We were driving through the center of town, and we were behind it for like, I don't know, a mile. It was beautiful. The color, I don't know, the way it was built for me, and it was an SUV, and I went from an SUV back to a car. So I was saying that I either want to get the Tiguan, the Volkswagen Tiguan, or I would consider a Bentley, or I would consider a Tesla, or I would get a Range Rover. Currently I have a Volkswagen. I'm never going back to Honda because I think they're whack as fuck now, and I don't want it, and I think it's a waste of money. And I was considering a BMW, but they cost too much money, and they're not even that good functionality wise. Maybe BMW was better like 30 years ago, but currently now the new BMWs look like shit. Like, I was even looking at perhaps like a Porsche or something, but those don't look that great either. So I saw this Range Rover, and you know what I said when I saw the Range Rover? That's nice. I think I want to get that for my next car. My response wasn't that nice. That's nice. I wish I had that car. No, I automatically said, I'm going to get that for my next vehicle. Not, I'm mad the person's driving it. I don't think like that. I'm not a jealous person. I'm always happy for people. I'm always congratulating people. I'm never envious of anybody. I can have whatever I want. I can go wherever I want. I can buy whatever I want. I can do whatever I want. I can be wherever I want, any moment, anytime, any day. I'm not living a jealous, envious life. And if you are, you shouldn't probably live it either. It's not healthy. It's not good at all. I think that jealousy leads to misery. Obviously. Let's celebrate love all day, every day. We should be loving each other and loving ourselves. I do think that families are on a comeback. Having children, having amazing lives, raising them up with values that matter, and having fun. Like movie nights on Fridays with pizza and having them celebrate being kids and learning and growing and inspiring and coloring and being little people that are growing up. I love being an auntie. I can't wait to be a mom. And I just want more kids in our family. And I think the more we have, the better off we'll be. It's very fun. Just fall in love and then spend forever getting old. Isn't that the idea? To fall in love and then spend the rest of the time getting old? I think it is. So I think we should want to fall in love. You don't have to be like 12, but like early on, and then you'd want to just spend forever getting old and do whatever you can to enjoy your time while you're with each other. I think that's got to be the best love that probably exists, is that kind of love. So we should do it. We really should fall in love and have an amazing time. Shouldn't that be the idea of falling in love? That it never ends? That's what real love is. It's always and forever. Which leads to the family comeback, which leads to all the happiness, right? So, do you guys think fans are better than AC, or is the AC better than the fan? I kind of think you maybe want both, depending on where the AC is in the house. Or do you have an AC in every room, or do you have a fan, AC, you know, like, how do you have the devices in the house? Like, probably people don't want more than one AC in one room, because it's probably not good for the electric bill, but what do I know? I kind of think AC over fan. Cozy socks. I don't know what the best cozy sock is, but there's literally like a sock brand, and I can't remember the name of it, that just does socks. Bombas. I wonder if Bombas does cozy socks. I saw these really cool like house shoe socks on there that I want to get, just so you can wear around the house when you're in the house. And I think I'm going to get a pair for me and Skip. I want to get the pink ones. I'm going to get him the blue or green ones.
I want kitty.
I don't think they have kitty ones. Check and see. Skip likes Pusheen and I like Hello Kitty. So maybe we'll try to get those versions of them. But they look really I have to look first. I'm podcasting. I'll look after it's over. Okay. I like kitties. I do like Pusheen. I'm obsessed with Pusheen. I'm also obsessed with SpongeBob. I'm also obsessed with a lot of comic book characters. But what kind of cozy socks would you guys wear? Would you do like boring plain, or would you do like an actual color? I'd have to do an actual like color, or maybe even Hello Kitty. I did find Hello Kitty socks in Target, and when I go back, I am buying them. Don't judge me. Love me. But moving on from the main part of the conversation, let's get to watching things. Did we watch Sugar over the last week? We did. Did we watch wrestling? We watched AEW. We gave up on TNA, and we already gave up on WWE way before that. So they're called the Fed in our house, and we don't really give them any time of day. But on this Monday, should we watch Monday Night Raw tonight? His silence tells me no. The new Evil Dead looks pretty good, and we definitely need to see that. The latest episodes of The Dragon Show are crazy. Every time I think I know what's going on in The Dragon Show, I have no idea what the hell is going on. There's not even a lot of characters anymore, but Cersei is like fucking up. Like, she keeps losing like her family members and shit, and like there's so much stabbing in the back and anarchy and insanity. I love it though. As someone that loved watching Game of Thrones, I really do love watching The Dragon Show. I'm kind of sad it's ending. I haven't watched the other Game of Thrones show, but I kind of like the characters in this. I kind of like the fact that we kind of know what's happening, but then we don't. Trying to see who's going to live and who's going to die. It's very interesting. These dragons are nothing to mess with, though. New episodes of Storage Wars, which I've been watching, and I've been obsessed following Lupe on What's Not. I've been shopping with her and Dusty on Whatnot, and it's kind of fun watching them on TV and also seeing them in real life, too. It's very interesting and entertaining. Do Not Enter looks like a horror movie. Young Farts Trailer Parts sounds like something Skip's definitely going to want to watch since he likes farting. Definitely a pig. Moonfall and Scarpetta. I don't know what the hell Scarpetta is, but it's on Amazon. We'll see. Moving on past that. Dumping baked chicken ramen. Ooh. Soy made ground chicken dumplings. Maybe. Flatbread pizza all day, every day. High protein chicken sandwich. That probably would taste good. Panda Express chow mein. I keep seeing Panda Express everywhere. So I do think that their chow mein is probably very fire, and I would like to try it. Because I got my teeth whitened, I cannot have dark beverages and dark food or red pasta sauce, and I can't have berries or cherries or any of that anymore. I can't eat it because of my teeth whitening. So I'm going to have to be eating melons and things that don't have any like way to deteriorate my whitening. So I'm going to have to give up berries and cherries, and I'm going to have to give up, I already gave up soda, so I'm not really getting rid of it because I already don't drink it. So I'm excited about whatever happens, and eating healthy is important, and we've also changed the way we eat anyway. I'm skeptical about lettuce. I'm not eating that either. I'm never going back into Taco Bell, and if you guys like Taco Bell, we got to pick a new place to eat. Also, guys, don't eat Chipotle either because they've been having recalls on shit too. I listened to this podcast about this whole food thing. We need to be careful. Anyways, thank you for tuning in to this back up and running edition of Born to be a Star. Remember that you're a star wherever you are. You're the beginning, the middle, and the end, omnipresent, just like Jesus Christ. Been here before and seen everything before. The one thing that defeats the darkness is the light. We are that light together because we are stars and we are omnipresent and always and forever. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Remember that you are all stars no matter where you are. We are making the universe shine brightly together. Hello, goodbye, good morning, good night, and ciao. See you guys tomorrow on Tuesday. Happy Monday, everybody. Remember your star wherever you are.